Hey guys, I'm Roxette Arisa, and today we're going to be talking about beauty tools that I literally cannot live without. These are things that I use on a pretty much everyday basis. So yeah, if you want to see, I guess, what beauty tools that I love, then just keep watching and don't forget to subscribe before we hop into this video. Alright, let's go. The first thing, it's a heavy one. This is my HiMirror, and if you don't know what this is, it's basically like a smart mirror, I would say. It's very, very innovative. I've honestly never seen anything else like it, but I use it for skin analysis. So basically, it helps me kind of keep track of where my skin's at, and you guys know, my skin is definitely nowhere near perfect. I mean, yeah, I have lots of problems with my skin and I always pick at it, so this honestly helps me keep track of where my skin's at and like help me not pick at it as much, I guess, because it tracks. Here, let me just open it up for you guys. So it uses facial recognition, so I'll do it for you guys right here. Usually it's hanging up, but it's still you know, it still works, but I usually have it hanging up on my wall, so I might just insert some clips when it's actually in its natural habitat, if you will, hanging on my wall, because that's probably going to give you a more realistic look at what the mirror does. But basically this mirror... But basically, this mirror is really, really cool because it actually takes a photo of your face with the camera that's right at the top, and that's how it analyzes your skin to track specific things that you want it to track. So you can see it has clarity, texture, firmness, brightness, healthiness, and you can see how much you're improving. So I improved brightness 7%, for example. And I think that's really cool because it gives you specifics on how your skin is doing, and then you can kind of model your skin regimen around what the device is telling you, because it's very, very smart. It's pretty accurate too, and yeah, I love it. I did want to mention also that they have a body scale as well that goes in conjunction with the mirror. You can't buy it separately, like you have to use them with each other, but I personally have not used this, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because yeah, I don't know. I get weird like anxiety about scales because of like my figure skating career, I think. So I haven't used it, but I think it's cool that they have it with, but I do really love the mirror. Like that's key. Because they are pretty much like professional quality and just having like a beauty expert in your home, they're not the cheapest products on the market, but I did see on their website that they have a 15% sale going on right now until December 31st. So I'll link down below their website for you guys to check it out, and definitely take advantage of that 15% off that they're giving right now, because I know it's like a holiday sale. I got you guys. The next product that I really wanted to talk about, sponges. I mean, I think this is like really, really obvious because everybody uses beauty blenders or sponges in general nowadays, but they really do help foundation look amazeballs. So basically, these are my two favorites. This is the Beauty Blender, and I love the black shade. It's the Beauty Blender Pro or whatever, but I honestly do feel like it has a different texture than the normal Beauty Blender, so I always go for the black ones, and I got mine at Costco last time for 14 bucks, which I was like, okay, Costco, I see you. And then this one is just L'Oreal, so drugstore, and I think it was around $7.99. These are amazing blenders. They are my go-tos. I use these. I use one or the other every single day, honestly. And the thing that I love about sponges or makeup sponges in general is that they leave your foundation looking more skin-like, because you can press and bounce the product into your skin, creating more of an even base, if that makes sense. So these are definitely my two favorite sponges in the whole world, and I've tried a bunch and I love these. These little guys are technically in the sponge I almost dropped one, but these guys are technically in the sponge family, I would say. These are from Real Techniques, and I believe these are called the eraser sponges. Don't quote me on that, because honestly, I forget what these are called all the time, but I will definitely link them down below, along with all the products, and write down the correct name. But anyways, these are really, really cool. They have a flat edge right here that you can actually pick up pigment. So if you have fallout, especially, if you're using dark shadows or something, and you are in a bind and you really need a quick cleanup, these are my go-to. I don't really hear people talking about them much, but they're honestly like lifesavers. I've had instances where I'll, decide to maybe smoke out an eyeshadow after I've already done my full makeup, and then all of a sudden, poof, like black all over, this under eye area part. So this is handy because I can just go in and clean it up, and then I use the other side, the pointed side, to blend it all out, and it seriously comes out looking flawless every time. So yeah, I've loved these for a while now. but I just never really get a chance to talk about them much. So that's why we're doing this video. Okay, next little product, an eyelash tool thing. I don't know exactly what these are supposed to be called, but I call it my eyelash tool thing. Honestly, I think every girl should own these, or one of these. They are so inexpensive. I got mine on Amazon for maybe $4, maybe even less, and it lasts forever. Like, I've probably had this for over a year now, and it's so easy because you literally, where's the lash I can use? So you could use these to actually pick up the lash off of the holder, and it's really helpful in that sense because I've had times where I try to peel it off and I actually ruin the lash, so it helps protect the lashes a little bit. But then because of the shape, it's just so easy to apply. So what I do is I take a handheld mirror and I go from underneath and then I just pop them on like that. So easy, the easiest way I've ever found to apply lashes, and again, very, very inexpensive, so we like that. The next tool, a toothbrush, but not technically used for what you may think. That sounded crazy, but trust. So what I use this for is actually laying down my edges. It's the easiest way to smooth away flyaways even. So let's say if I want, you know, a really sleek, smooth ponytail, or even if you really want your hair like super duper straight, running this along those little flyaways will smooth everything out in an instant. I'm telling you, like a snap of the finger. It's magical, it's amazing, and it's just with any toothbrush. I had this one laying around that I had never used before, so I decided to try it out a couple months ago, maybe like during the summer, and ever since then it's all I use, because I used to use like this really expensive teasing brush sort of thing to smooth out my hair, and this honestly works better. And you can get it from the 99-cent store, you can get it from the dollar store, Target, you can get a toothbrush anywhere. It literally could be any kind of toothbrush and it will work. And like I said, you could use it for smoothing down hair on the top, and if you want to really lay your edges around your hairline, you can take a little bit of gel, just a tiny dot, and actually run it along the little the baby hairs, and smooth it out. The next product is this guy. This is from e.l.f. and it's their shadow shield sort of thing. It's supposed to catch eyeshadow fallout, which this kind of works in conjunction with this guy. So this I would use beforehand if I already know that there's gonna be fallout. You know, if maybe I'm using a foiled shadow or something with tons of shimmer that I just know, like 100s, there's gonna be fallout, I will use this, and it's so easy to use. You literally hold it up here and you go ahead and do your job, do your eyeshadow, make it on fleek, and you won't have fallout. And like I said, this one I use more after the fact, if like it was a surprise to me and I was like, oh, I gotta fix that. So these are both for fallout, which happens to the best of us, but very, very helpful, both of these. And this, again, very inexpensive. I mean, it was probably like $1 or something. This is the next product. This looks really intimidating, at least it did to me, but it is so cool. So this is a comb, but it's used for when you're straightening your hair. So for example, yesterday I straightened my hair, and what you do is you run it along. Well, okay, usually you would have to brush it out first, but you run it along your hair like this, and then let's say this hand is like my straightener, makeshift straightener. So you would take this comb thing and start running it through, and then run the straightener down right afterwards, and literally it will help you out so much if it takes you a long time to straighten your hair, or if it's just hard to straighten your hair, like if you have really curly hair or something like that. This guy I think would help so much. And by the way, it's from Bellamy. Again, I don't know the exact name of this tool, but I got it in my 12-in-1 hair set from Bellamy. So yeah, I'll list it down below as well because I have been just loving it. This next one is Key. So this is a brush cleaning mat. Sorry, it's dirty. I use it all the time. So this is a brush cleaning mat. It's called the it's called the Express Brush Cleaning Mat from Sigma, and it's so helpful because if you can see, there's little divots everywhere, and I guess, you know, specific places to wash specific kinds of brushes. So this side over here is all eyes. So here would be like the washing, this would be like the rinsing side, and then they have like detailed refine down here. And then up here is the face, or like on this side is the face side. So this is where I wash my facial brushes. And again, they have the same thing, wash face, rinse face brushes, and then refine plus face brushes. So it really helps to get all the dirt and grime and everything out of your brushes, and I've never found a better way to clean my brushes than with using this mat. And so basically, I didn't mention this, but what you do is, say your sink is right here, you would place this onto where your drain kind of goes, like around the drain for this part, and then this part suctions down, so it's really, really stable, so easy. It literally makes washing your brushes a piece of cake, so I love this guy. I do have a few favorite brushes, but I thought I would keep this part short and sweet and literally just name a few that I love, because I feel like I could make an entire video dedicated to just telling you guys about brushes that I love and that I'm obsessed with. So comment down below if you want me to do something like that, like favorite brushes or favorite Sigma brushes or something like that along those lines, you know what I mean? So yeah, but for right now, these are amazing. So this is the Sigma Strobing Fan F42. If you get this brush, you will never in your life need another highlight brush, I guarantee you. I only use this brush, and I have tons of different highlight brushes, but this is the only thing that really, really gets a nice pigment, even dispersion. It blends out nicely. It makes every highlight look amazing. I kid you not, no matter what highlight I choose, as long as I have this brush, it will look bomb. So I used it today. What I do is I kind of like go in circular motions up towards the C shape, towards the eyebrow, and I'm telling you guys, there's something magical about this brush. I think it's because it's a bit of a shorter but denser fan, so you can really fit it onto your cheekbones nicely, and I love this thing so much. And the last product is a Sigma Bake Kabuki F89. So this one is really cool. I've never seen anything like it. It's a baking brush specifically made for your baking needs. So what you do, it's really nicely shaped too. You really just like, I mean, pretty common sense here, but you take a little bit of powder and you start pressing it in, and it gives a really nice shape, like I said, because of the actual shape. Woo! Leftover powder in here, but because of the shape of the brush, you can really get, you know, a nice even bake going on. So those are all the products, or I should say the tools, that I love using and that are pretty much in my everyday beauty routine. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. Join the little rockstar family that we have going on, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.